One session that I enjoyed very much this morning was the session about beyond the top 25 markets. The presenter was Smith Travel guy Steve Hood, I think Senior Vice President of Research there. And our business, MCR, has a high degree of involvement in smaller markets. You know, his focus of his presentation was the top. Everyone knows the top 25, but there's another kind of 70-odd markets from number 26 to number 93 that Smith Travel tracks as well. And in the last year, and Steve's presentation highlighted that in the last year and a half, those markets have shown greater growth characteristics than the top 25 markets, which has been part of our thesis since the last few years, making investments in those markets like Newport News, Virginia, and Corpus Christi, Texas, and Abilene, Texas. And Jacksonville, Florida, for example. So, you know, he had pages and pages of slides that showed new supply was less of an impact in those markets. RevPAR growth was growing higher than top 25 markets, and they were good slides. Yep, in terms of the industry climate, yeah, we're optimistic. And the last few weeks, 2 weeks or so, have been kind of rough for hotel stocks, and there's been some concern about where the cycle is going. You know, MCR expects to be a net buyer this year in 2015 of hotels. We're optimistic that the next few years will continue to be strong. New supply in our markets has been, again, in those smaller markets, has been less of a factor than in some of the other ones. So we're optimistic, and I'm pleased that, you know, many of the panelists I was just on, both of my fellow panelists were optimistic and expected to be very active this year as well. You know, Hilton was just downgraded yesterday by Goldman Sachs. We were surprised to see that, but I think that's you know, that could be a little bit of an overcorrection to, you know, some of the recent trends. We think the cycle has several more years.